reviewing Ivoryton Playhouse's production of Swingtime Canteen with a book by Linda Thorsen Bond, William Repicci, and Charles Busch, and directed by Amy Jones, running through June 9th at the Ivoryton Playhouse at 103 Main Street in Ivoryton, Connecticut. Swing into action as a patron over on my Patreon page, where you can, for as little as $1 a month, support this show, as well as my classic cinema podcast, Yesterday's Matinee. Thank you to all my current patrons, especially my Neo and Hamilton tier patrons, and welcome to the new ones. A link will be in the description. A mostly sentimental yet inspirational show, Swingtime Canteen is set in 1944 London. World War II is still raging, and a group of American female musicians, led by aging Hollywood actress Marian, played by Marcy McGuigan. She and the rest of the ensemble are performing for the troops in a USO-style concert inspired by the MGM Hollywood Canteen concert, something that happened during the war to entertain the troops. Here the ladies sing standards like How High the Mountain, Sing, 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 Accentuate the Positive, and more, including a delightful ode to the Andrews Sisters, which features an 11-song medley. There is a simple plot behind all the flag-waving patriotic fervor. The ladies are performing with the expectation that near the end of the set they'll be broadcast internationally over the radio. There are a few momentary plot elements, including Jo, played by Kitty Barton, who has been a stand-in for Marian in her films, who is hoping to maybe woo a soldier in the audience. This involves some audience participation, so if you're a man in the center aisle near the front, you may get to be called to dance with her briefly. Marian's niece, Katie Gammerschfugel, played by Kaylin Whitty, is an adorably meek personality, performing for the first time and getting her stage legs. There's Topeka Abotelli, played by Claire Marie Spencer, whose husband is deployed, and Lilly McBain, played by Claire Frances Sullivan, who attempts to overcome the other ladies' dismissive attitudes toward her for being perceived as just another sultry blonde. There are three other female musicians on stage: Kim Bonsanti as trumpeter Muriel Kravis, Jordan Brint as bassist Jennie Pielmeier, and Mallory Kokus as Eleanor Fuchs, who plays various reed instruments like the saxophone and clarinet. The other five women play instruments as well, with Claire Marie Spencer on piano, Claire Frances Sullivan on saxophone, Katie Barton and Marcy McGuigan switching off on drums, and Kaylin Whitty, who plays banjo and a couple percussion instruments and a slide whistle. The story is mostly simple. The various things the characters deal with are episodic. Once they're addressed, they're not really brought up again. This doesn't leave much for character development, but the cast does a good job of giving some kind of journey for them as they bond closer through the various story elements. Kaylin Whitty is particularly exceptional as she slowly builds Katie from this meek and mild country bumpkin into a confident young lady. It's a meticulous performance that is a delight to watch develop over the course of the show. The performances of the songs are all excellent, making tight, concise 3, 4, sometimes 5-part harmonies sound flawless. McGuigan is particularly delightful in her performance of A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square, and Kaylin Whitty's performance of How High the Moon is wonderful as well. Starlet Jacobs' scenic design is appropriately simple. It's supposed to represent a makeshift set to entertain the troops, and it is just that. Its simplicity and practical nature make the scene feel real and authentic. I wish there was a bit more choreography. There isn't a credited choreographer for the show, and I feel that with a show called Swingtime Canteen, there would have been a bit more dancing. Also, if you're going to have a scene where the cast are supposed to light Zippo lighters, light the lighters. If there's a fire code issue and you can't light the lighters, do something different. It looks sloppy to have the lighters in their hands, saying they're going to light the lighters and then not light them. Still, Swingtime Canteen is a delightful show. There are a couple of forced plot elements near the end that I don't want to spoil, but like most of the other plot points, they don't hang around too long. Even though there are some elements that I kind of shrug at, it is a delightful show that should particularly appeal to anyone interested in World War II era standards or have a certain love for the classically patriotic. But I am only one man's opinion, so be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you'd like to see Swingtime Canteen, I'll leave a link where you can get tickets in the description. Also in the description will be a link to my Patreon page. Be sure to visit that as well to support the channel. You can also support the channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and click the notification bell to be alerted to future reviews. My next review will be Kinky Boots at a Contemporary Theater of Connecticut. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.